What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a great day for a pay raise. Today, I want to talk about how my savings account just gave me another interest income pay raise for the 6th, or maybe even more, times this year so far. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. This right here is the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line, going away on Christmas Day, and a portion of the proceeds are going directly to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Grab one while you can. T-shirt or hoodie with this design. We're going to raise some money for the children with cancer this year. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get yourself your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. So all you got to do, download the app, link in the description, fund your account any amount, and they're going to give you up to 12 free fractional shares. And if you refer one friend, they're going to give you either $100 or $200 worth of free Apple stock, which you can keep and hold on to, or you can sell and use the cash to buy something you'd rather have instead. And you can do this 10 times, by the way. So it's going to be $1,000 to $2,000 worth of free stock if you refer all 10 friends. Webull link in the description. Everything is linked in the description. Okay, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about savings accounts. And funny enough, this is coming from a person, coming from the perspective of someone that isn't even really that big of a fan of savings accounts, at least not for the long term. I think savings accounts can be an incredibly powerful tool in the short term, at least, not always, but during times like these. When rates are high, it's an all right time, at least in my opinion, it's an ideal time to save a little bit of cash, not just for the sake of saving, but saving up for an investment. And while you're saving up for that investment, generate a little bit of interest income, passive income being generated off of the dollar bills that you are sitting there saving while you are saving up for something that you're going to inevitably and intentionally invest your dollar bills into. So this is, I don't even know how many times I have been given an interest income pay raise this year. It's been more than 6. And the reason I say more than 6 is because I just went into my YouTube studio and looked at how many videos I posted on this subject this year so far. And the one that I'm filming is the 6th. I guarantee you, there were multiple interest income pay raises prior to when I started making these update videos, which inspired me to start making update videos. And I also said in one of those videos that when interest rates here in the US eventually get slashed, I will make an update on that as well, and I will talk about where I'll talk about how I'm pulling those dollars out and where I'm putting them. So the first one that I posted on this subject matter was February of 2023. The one after that was posted June 11th of 2023, and then July 2nd, 2023, July 12th, 2023, and then August 5th of 2023. And my savings account, it's a high yield savings account, kind of plateaued at that point at 4.3%, which is actually really, really good. I'm very, very happy with generating 4.3%. And I didn't know if it was going to go any higher. I wasn't anticipating a pay raise. I was never anticipating a pay raise. I always said to myself, every time I got a pay raise, every time the APY went up a little bit, I said, this is the peak. If it happens to go any higher, it'll just be a pleasant surprise. I'm not going to sit there acting as though I'm entitled to more, because it's already, generous enough of what they're giving me in the first place. So anyway, I've been at 4.3% since August. So the entire month of August, September, October, November, and then half of December. So 4.5 months at 4.3%, which is fantastic. Well, I just checked. And as it turns out, that 4.3% was slightly, just a hair, bumped up even higher. Hardly noticeable, but now it's 4.35%. Again, not the biggest pay raise in the world, but guess what? It's definitely something. And if you do the math, by the way, 4.3 going to 4.35 is about a 1.5% pay raise if you look at it from that angle. Just something to think about. But anyway, like I said before, I'm not the biggest believer in savings accounts. I don't think saving money is overly intelligent. If you're going to save money, you should save up for something. I think money is better off invested or spent. And when I say spent, I mean spent on something that will save you money long term. The best example I can give, and the example that I always like to give, is the water purification unit that I bought back in, I think, 2018 or 19. I swear on absolutely everything. I have not purchased a single bottle of water, a gallon jug of water, or a case of water in years. 3, 4, 5 years, however long it's been. I have not purchased water since then. And I used to spend about $1 a day on water. Gallon jug of water for about $1. That's $365 a year on water, which isn't a tremendous amount of money, by the way. $365 a year? Not too bad. But I went and bought myself a water purification unit for about $250, and people called me crazy. Like, you spent $250 on a water purifier when you can just buy a gallon of purified water at the store for $1? You drink about a gallon a day. That's only $7 a week, and you spent $250? Why? And the answer to that was because by the time 250 days go by, I will have broken even, and every day after that, you can, in a weird way, consider almost like profiting. By the time 250 days went by, I will have saved all of those $250 that I would have ordinarily spent, and water from then on out is like free. Other than paying a water bill, it's free. You're paying the water bill anyway, so it's free. Free purified water, at least. Not filtered water, purified water. And that's just an example of a way you can spend money on something that will save you money. That's what I'm talking about. Purchasing things like that. That is what I mean by money is better off spent on something like that. Or, even better, invested. So, AKA, I'm not a big believer in saving money just for the sake of spending, or saving just for the sake of spending. Oh man, I keep saying that. Saving for the sake of saving, I think, is a foolish thing to do. There are people in this world who have savings accounts, the same saving account that they've had for the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. That, in my opinion, is foolish. That, in my opinion, is counterproductive, because during ordinary times, interest rates on savings accounts are 1% or less, 0.5%, 0.1%, 0.001%. Do you have any idea how much you are not making off of that? You're making less than a penny for every $1 you have in there. Less than a penny for every $10, and in some cases, less than a penny for every $100 you have in there. Meanwhile, average inflation is 2%. So if you have dollar bills in a savings account that's yielding less than 2%, or really less than 2.5% to 3%, because you want to not only match inflation, you want to outpace it, that's, it's counterproductive. So that's why I don't believe in savings accounts during ordinary times. I believe in savings accounts when interest rates are hiked up. I believe in savings accounts short term. I believe in savings accounts and generating some passive interest income on your saved dollar bills while you're saving up for an investment or for a purchase. And it doesn't have to be a water purifier, by the way. You can have the dollar bills in a savings account while you're saving up for a car, saving up for a house, for whatever. Either way, those dollars are eventually going to be spent, so why not generate a little bit of interest income on them while you're saving up for it? That's what I'm saying here. I am in no way, shape, or form insinuating that everybody out there should go get a savings account. No. The reason I got a savings account in the first place was because I was saving up for a cargo van. I was going to turn it into a weekend camper, and I was going to turn the back into, like, basically, essentially, a portable, mobile workstation where I can, like, edit videos and do a whole bunch of stuff just from the back of the cargo van. That's why I opened up a savings account in the first place. I was like, all right, I have to have those dollar bills sitting in an account to make the whole transaction a little bit easier. So that was my way of going about it. And unfortunately, due to a job transfer, I figured, all right, maybe a cargo van isn't the most intelligent vehicle to acquire at this time, so I went and got myself a new car instead, passenger car, unbelievable on gas. So that's why I went that route. And now I continue to have the savings account because rates continue to be high, continue to get hiked up, and I'm also saving up for an investment. I have a couple of different options on the table. I know for an absolute fact that we are going to move into 2024 while rates are still high. I don't know when rates are even going to come down, even in the smallest amount. I would assume maybe the middle of next year, but who knows? Anything can happen between now and then. But I'm playing it by ear. I'm going to keep those dollars in there and continue to add to it on a weekly basis until rates start coming down. I will then take out those dollars and potentially roll it into a CD account so I can lock in an even higher rate for an extended period of time, or I can take those dollars out and throw it all into the S&P, or I can take a portion of it and do this, a portion of it and do that. Maybe put it into my Roth. Do whatever you want. Or who knows? No, I'm not going to get a cargo van. Not now. At some point in the future, I was going to say, hey, maybe I can use those dollars to, put money down on a cargo van. But no, then I'd be paying I'd be making 2 different car payments. No bueno. Anyway, savings account did in fact give me a very small raise, about 1.5 or like 1.25% of a pay raise just the other day. Pretty excited about it. It's nothing overly exciting, going from 4.3 to 4.35, but it's definitely something. And also, just to put it into perspective for everybody, if you have $10,000 in a high yield savings account, paying 4.35% at this time, that means over the course of a year you are generating $435, and it's paid out monthly, so it's about $35, $36, $37 a month, and it compounds, so you get paid $36 this month, and next month your account is going to have $36 more in it, so the following interest income payment is going to be a little bit higher than the last, and the next one's going to be a little bit higher than the last, and that's what the compound effect is, and that's how compound interest works. So anyway, I'm definitely excited about it. I know a lot of people subscribe to my channel hate savings accounts, which is fine. That's why it's my savings account and not yours. If you don't want a savings account, by all means, don't get one. I'm not sitting here being instructed to, film a video telling everybody to go and get a savings account. Get one if you want one, don't if you don't. I personally don't care. It doesn't benefit me in any way, shape, or form if you have a savings account or if you're anti-savings account. This is just my way of playing the game. When rates are high, you have to shift your focus and take advantage of those high rates. When rates are low, take advantage of the low rates in a different way. There are different games you can play depending on what rates are looking like right now. So With rates being high, I am taking advantage of high yield savings accounts as well as CD accounts. I have a CD account. It matures in February, and I plan on taking that out and probably a decent amount of my savings account and rolling it into a new CD and extending the high yield lock-in rate. And then when rates are low, game over. Time to go from playing offense to playing defense, or go from playing defense to playing offense. You just got to play the game. That's all you got to do. You got to figure out what position to play. You got to figure out whose side of the court the ball is in, and you got to take it from there. Anyway, if you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. This right here is the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line. A portion of the proceeds are going directly to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So get one while you can. These are going away on Christmas, so please move fast. Grab a t-shirt or a hoodie of this design. Let's raise a little bit of money for the children with cancer this year. Try out some G Fuel energy formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. Sugar-free, low-calorie, packed with a whole bunch of vitamins, over 50 different flavors to choose from. This one is Miami Nights. It's like a pina colada flavor, my favorite flavor. It's absolutely delicious. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. That's all you got to do. Download the app, link in the description. Fund your account, any amount, could be as little as a penny, still works. And they're going to give you up to 12 free fractional shares just for doing so. And then, if you refer one friend, just click that little invite button, send it to one person that you know. Webull's going to give you either $100 or $200 worth of free Apple stock, which you can keep and hold on to, or you can sell and use that cash to buy something you would rather have instead. And I learned today that you can do this promo 10 times. You can capitalize it on it 10 times. Click the little invite button, send it to 10 people that you know, and you're going to get somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 worth of free Apple stock. It's that simple. Do not pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Everything is linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.